rightfully so upset about this. It only took 1 week of the game's full free-to-play release for Kakao to have already incited the mob by just absolutely gutting the ability for free-to-play players to acquire Luminous pets boxes in-game. For those who don't know what a Luminous is an in-game pet that has direct influence over your character's power. It increases the amount of fate points that you get. It increases damage. It increases magic damage. It increases critical hit damage. And on this last one, this one's also critical hit chance. These pets, as you level them up, which you level up to level 5, and the way you level them is by fusing Luminous together, and it is an RNG chance for them to go, but you can guarantee ranking them up. However, instead of being able to get 7 per week now from Arena, you used to, within the first week, you were able to get 7 a week, which to 100% a Luminous, you have to sacrifice X amount each time in order to guarantee the upgrade. It was still going to take a free-to-play player approximately 3 months to get it. Okay? And for not as much investment, all right? You had to do a considerable amount of Arena. You could do 7 per week, and they cost 3 medals per Luminous. Now it's 10 medals per Luminous, and you can only get 2 per week from Arena. The 2 other locations for getting a Luminous now per week, one comes from the Transcendent Hall of Challenge dungeon here at level 5. This one's very easy to do. This is the most accessible Luminous that you can get weekly. Okay. But the last one is very unreasonably obtainable. It is in the Pioneer token section, and it is a whopping 1,200 freaking tokens. It is the most expensive item here. It's more expensive than an epic reset scroll selection box, which would let you redo your enhancement on a failed weapon. This is far more valuable, but instead, they want to gate you and charge you an arm and a leg for 1,200 Pioneer tokens, which takes a very long time to acquire, because you can only get them from the world quests. I guess it's not that bad. You are able to also do the airship missions, which, you know, those do give a nice amount of the Pioneer points, but it's just frustrating that it's one more additional thing that you have to check off on your list of activities that you have to do all the time in the game. There's just so many other things, and it was really nice having it just come from the PvP medals. You're able to focus on those if you really wanted to and just knock them out for the week. That being said, I think, honestly, I think the main outrage that comes from all of this is that it really has only just been 1 week since the game released officially, and they've already made a change that only negatively impacts the free-to-play players that do not want to feel inclined to spend money. So all they've done is reduce the ability for a free-to-play player to acquire Luminous, so that you now are more inclined and feel more compelled to have to spend money to buy them on the Ruby shop, because that is the only other place you can get them now. This is the only way you can guarantee getting them repeatedly. And it sucks. It took 1 week for Kakao to absolutely incite a mob within the player base. People are already just losing it in global chat and just criticizing them crazy. It took 1 week for them to move one step towards forcing monetization down the players' throats, because free-to-play players were getting too many Luminous for free. They took a mechanic that was already considered pay to win to players, but players were willing to tolerate it because of the accessibility that they had to getting Luminous each week in game. But instead they have gone and they have reduced that. They have reduced that accessibility, reduced that amount of acquisition, and have only made it more difficult for free-to-play players to get those Luminous. And it sucks. It sucks that that is the route that they have already gone with it. And that is only concerning for the future. And that is just a bummer because it was already a concern, the method in which they were going to monetize the game going forward. They haven't even implemented the battle pass yet. The battle pass was another thing from Korea. We don't know if we're going to get it or not yet. I reckon we probably will, but it is very unfortunate that this is the route that they have gone with it, and I really hope that they look at that and change it, at least nerf the Pioneer token one. But, you know, aside from that, it's just it's a real FU to the free-to-play players, just nerfing their ability to get the Luminous in order to, you know, make players feel more like they have to spend money rather than being able to play the game for it. But that's all I have to share on the topic at the moment, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zav. Thanks.